Hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Updates Ghana. And this video is going to build up to Ghana's game against Switzerland, which we play today, the Thursday of November 17, 2022. The Black Stars of Ghana come up against the Swedes in an international friendly, which will be played in Abu Dhabi. Well, how important is this game to Ghana's 2022 FIFA World Cup campaign? Well, the Black Stars are looking forward to play Portugal, and there's no other team that has faced Portugal more than Switzerland this year, and hence the Black Stars would like to fancy their chances against Portugal by playing Switzerland, and this is a very important game. The Swedes also come into this game looking forward to play against Cameroon in their group stage of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. So all in all, it's a packed game for both sides. We're going to look at the form guide of both the Black Stars and also the form guide of Switzerland. Who are the players to watch in this game for the Switzerland, and who are the players to watch in the Black Stars? And also, we'll be looking at the projected or predicted starting lineup of the Black Stars coming into this game against Switzerland. As usual, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get straight into it and start off with the form guide of Switzerland. This is how the form guide of Switzerland looks, and in their last six matches, these are the matches they've played so far in their last six matches. So it dates back to June 2nd, 2022, and they played against Czech Republic, and they lost that game by 2 goals to 1 in the Nations League. From there, 3 days later, they took on Portugal in their Nations League as well, and they lost by 4 goals to 0 to Portugal. Then they played against Spain, which they lost. So in their last six matches, they've lost 3 matches. Then they came up against Portugal again at home. This time they were able to beat Portugal. Then they came up against Spain in another Nations League match, and they won this match at away by 2 goals to 1. And in their last match, which was played on September 27th, they defeated Czech Republic by 2 goals to 1. So all in all, they've won 3 matches and they've lost 3 matches, and that is how come the Swedes are fared in their last 6 matches. Let's go on and check out the form guide of the Black Stars as well in our last 6 matches. And in their last 6 matches of the Black Stars, this is how things looks like for the Black Stars. In our last 6 matches, which dates back to June 1st, 2022, we played Madagascar in the AFCON 2023 qualifiers, and we beat them by 3 goals to 0 at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. From there, we went on to take the Central African Republic in another AFCON qualifying match, and we drew that match by 1-1. Then we went on to the Kirin tournament, where we lost by 4 goals to 1 to Japan. Then we ended up beating Chile on penalty shootout after the game ended 0-0 in regulation time. Then recently we took on Brazil in a friendly match, which we lost by 3 goals to 0. And our final friendly match before the game against Switzerland, we played against Nicaragua, which we won by 1 goal to 0. So all in all, the Black Stars have won 2 matches in their last 6 appearances, drawing 2 and losing 2. So that is how the Black Stars have fared in their last 6 matches in the 2022 calendar. Now, let's try and check out the players to watch of Switzerland in terms of players to watch when it comes to Switzerland. These are the players to watch when it comes to Switzerland. So Switzerland have a very rich side when coming into this particular game, and Ghana would have to come very prepared in this particular encounter because the Swiss have a rich side of players who are playing high professional football for their clubs in the European League, and they will be very key in their game against the Black Stars. So these are the 5 players to watch when it comes to the Swedish, I said Swedish crap, when it comes to the Swiss national team. First of all, I think their goalkeeper, Jan Sommer, is a very good goalkeeper, and he plays his trade with German Bundesliga, that is Borussia Mönchengladbach, and has played 270 matches so far for the German side and has been key in the Swiss qualification to the World Cup. So he's one of the goalkeepers or one of the players to watch in this particular game. Then also the second player I think Ghana must watch out is Manuel Akanji, the Manchester City defender who has not gotten enough time under Pep Guardiola, but he's a very tough tackling defender, and we have to watch him in this game against the Black Stars of Ghana. Then we also have Zakaria, who also plies his trade with Chelsea. He's on loan currently from Juventus at Chelsea. Unfortunately, he has not gotten more playing time, and unfortunately, the coach, that is Graham Potter, has not given him more time under his tenure. But in terms of the Switzerland national team, well, Zakaria has played 46 matches and scored 3 goals in the Swiss national team, and it tells you that he's very good when it comes to the national team. Well, for Granit Xhaka, he's also another one player to watch, and he's a key player of the Swiss national team, and he plays his trade with Arsenal and has been playing regularly with Ghanaian midfielder that is Thomas Partey. Their combination in midfield is what has helped Arsenal to the top of the English Premier League table. And well, for the Swiss player, he has played 106 matches for the Switzerland national team, and the only player that comes close to him is Ghana's Andre Ayew in this match that we are going to play. 106 matches. That is a very, very tough one. Now, the final player I think we have to watch in this game is Shaqiri, the former player of Liverpool, who went on to join Lyon last season and has gone to play in the MLS this season. He hasn't been able to score enough goals. But Shakiri is one of the players you would not want to joke about when going into such games at the World Cup, especially in a friendly match where he wants to impress on his coach. So these are the 5 players to watch when it comes to the Switzerland national team. So yes, when it comes to the Black Stars, who are the 5 players you would like to watch? So for me, the first player I would like to watch in the Black Stars will be Mohamed Salisu. Mohamed Salisu, yes. In his first game for the Black Stars, he was able to impress very much in the Black Stars game, and I think that he's one of the players to watch going to this game against the Switzerland national team. So yes, watch out for Mohamed Salisu to impress in this game against the Switzerland national team. Now, the second player I would like to watch in this game is Thomas Partey, and Thomas Partey has been very impressive at club level, and I want to see how he does so in the Black Stars coming into this game. And well, I think he'll be very, very important in this game for the Black Stars. And he's one of the players I think we have to watch in this game, especially when he's coming to play against his very own teammate, that is Granit Xhaka. And I would like to watch how he performs in this game. Now, the third player I think that we have to watch in this game is the informed Ghanaian player, that is Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus is one of the players I think we would have to watch coming into this game against the Switzerland national team, and I think that we all have to watch out for Mohamed Kudus. Why? Because I think that Mohamed Kudus, this is in the UEFA Champions League. He has scored 4 goals, 3 goals in the first round of the group stages, and scored a back-to-back goals against Rangers. So yes, he's one of the players I think that we would have to watch in this game against the Switzerland national team. So that is 3. Now the fourth one I think would be Inaki Williams. Yes, yes, Inaki Williams is one of the players that I think we have to look out for in this game against the Swiss national team. And Inaki Williams has been impressive for Athletic Club this season, and I would like to see how he translates his performance at club level into the national team. Now, the last player out, I think that we have to look out for coming into this game. Well, that'll be very tough. That'll be very tough. But I think one of the players I would like to see perform in this particular game for the Blasters is Abdul Saleh Samed, and I think that Abdul Saleh Samed is one of the players who coming into this national team. This will be his first time he'll be playing for the Black Stars in any game, and I've even tipped him to start the match for the Black Stars. And I think that Abdul Saleh Samed is one of the players to watch coming into this game between the Switzerland national team. Aside him, I think that well, another player to watch is Kamal Soa. Yes, Kamal Soa, the player who plays his trade with Club Brugge with Dennis Odwe, and I think that Kamal Soa is one of the players to watch coming into this game against the Switzerland national team. Kamal Soa has not been bad at all in the UEFA Champions League this season. He has been doing incredible with the Belgian side, and I think Kamal Soa as a player to watch. He has scored 2 goals in the UEFA Champions League. This is as his team has progressed to the knockout phase of the UEFA Champions League, and he scored 2 consecutive goals, back-to-back goals in the UEFA Champions League, just like that. I think that Kamal Soa as a player to watch going into the UEFA Champions League. Now, let's go back and talk about the Ghana versus Switzerland game and talk about, well, in terms of the qualifiers, how did Switzerland qualify for the UEFA Champions League? How did they qualify for the UEFA Champions League? Sorry, how did they qualify for the World Cup that they are going to play? So this is how they qualified for the World Cup. I hope you guys can see it. I'm recording this thing live for the first time, and I just hope that it goes down well with you guys. So this was how Switzerland qualified for the World Cup 2022 in Qatar. They were in the same group with Italy, Northern Ireland, Bulgaria, and Lithuania, and unfortunately, Bulgaria, who used to have Berbatov, and I remember Berbatov very well, were unable to qualify for the UEFA Champions League. But Switzerland qualified ahead of Italy, who were in second place, and Italy are Italy playing in the World Cup this year? I would have to check. But Switzerland qualified to the World Cup ahead of Italy, and also Ghana for us. We were in the same group with the likes of Ethiopia, I think Zimbabwe. Yes, Zimbabwe, and we're in the same group with South Africa. And we're able to qualify out of the group stages over South Africa to go on and play Nigeria in the playoffs, where we end and away go to qualify for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Now, let's try and check out one other thing before we leave here from the build up of the Ghana versus Switzerland match. So, one of the things why I think that this game is very important to the Black Stars and also to the Swiss national team is this. These are the group for the two sides in the World Cup. This is the group for both Ghana and Switzerland in the World Cup. So Switzerland are in Group G, Ghana are in Group H. Switzerland are in the same group with Brazil, Serbia, and Cameroon. Ghana is in the same group with Portugal, Uruguay, and South Africa. Sorry, South Korea. South Korea. So for Group G, well, Switzerland have to play against Cameroon in their first match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and they want to have a fair idea of what to expect coming up against Cameroon and which other better team to play than Ghana. And I think that is why this game is very important to the Swiss national team. Well, for Brazil, they've already played Ghana, so they have a fair idea what to expect coming up against Cameroon. Well, we've played against a South American country in the Kirin tournament, that is Chile. We also played another game, I think, against Japan, who is also close to South Korea. So we also know what to expect coming up against um, South Korea at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. And in fact, we played the almighty Brazil, so we know what to expect coming up against Uruguay, although we played them in the past. But for Portugal, we've not played any European side in our last games, and I think that it's an important match for us to play Switzerland going into the World Cup. And that is why I think that this particular match is important to both Ghana and also both Switzerland going into this particular match. So let's look at the number of times Switzerland has played Ghana. Sorry, the number of times Switzerland has played Portugal in their last few matches. So this is how it looks like in this year alone. This year 2022 alone, Switzerland has played Portugal in 4 matches. One in the World Cup qualifiers, first round qualifiers, and they'll play them also in the Nations League qualifiers. Sorry, in the Nations League that they've been playing in Europe. So in the Nations League where they played in June 12th, Switzerland won that game by 1 goal to 0. Then in the second leg, which was played, okay, in the first leg, which was played on June 5th, 2022, Portugal won that match convincingly by 4 goals to 0 at their own turf. But when it came to Switzerland, Switzerland won that match at home. Now, they met in the first round of the World Cup qualifiers, and Portugal won by 2 goals to 0 on October 17th. That is a recent match. Then, prior to that, in the first match, Switzerland won that game by 2 goals to 0, the same margin in September, and that is how the two sides have met in their last 4 matches. So going into this game, I think Otoado must take this game very serious going into this game. Now, as we wrap up, let's now check out my projected starting lineup for the Black Stars going to this match against the Swiss national team. So this is how I expect the Black Stars to line up against the Swiss national team in the friendly match that will be played today. So in post, I expect Lawrence Atizigi to be in post for the Blasters, and I expect Coach Utuado to play his preferred formation of three back and also three midfielders, and um, probably three forward and one leading striker in the game. So this is how I expect the formation to be 3-3-3-1. I know it sounds funny, but it's a very serious formation. When it's three, okay, let me talk about the players in the match. So these are the players I expect to start the match for the Black Stars. Lawrence Artizigi I expect to be in post ahead of Danlad Ibrahim and as well as Manaf Nuruddin. For the defenders, Mohamed Salisu, Jiku, and Amati, they were very impressive in Ghana's game against Brazil, and I expect them to be in defense for the Black Stars. Well, in midfield, I expect Thomas Partey to be in midfield, and on the left and right backs, I think that I'll start Gideon Mensah over there, then Dennis Odwe, who is going to start for the Blasters at all time. But for Gideon Mensah, his position might be contended as he faces a competition from Reading's Baba Rahman. Then for the forwards, I think that on the left hand flanks, I think that Kamaldeen Suleiman will be playing in the left flanks for the Blasters, whilst Jordan Ayew starts on the right hand flanks for the Blasters. Then I expect Mohamed Kudus to be playing the number 10 position ahead of our captain, that is Andre Ayew in this particular game. Our main striker is obviously Inaki Williams. So this is how I expect the Blasters to fare against um, Switzerland in this particular game here on the 17th of November 2022. So this is how I expect Ghana's starting lineup to be against Switzerland in this match. So yes, for the formation, I think that the formation is a perfect one. I think that it will give Mohamed Kudus the chance to sometimes force his way through and get some shots over there. But one important thing to note about Coach Utuado's formation when it comes to the three back system is that the laterals, that is the wing backs, they are able to overlap and sometimes contribute to attack, and that is one of the good things about this kind of formation. But except that I think that Dennis Odwe will struggle going and coming. But for Gideon Mensah, I expect him to be doing the running. So I expect that in the second half, Tariq Lamptey might replace Dennis Odwe in the game. And also, I expect that Mohamed Kudus will be rested, and for Andre Ayew to come out in, probably will also be substituted for also um, Fatai Saku or Osman Bukari to come on in this game. I also expect that maybe Partey will be substituted for Abdul Salih Sambe to come on to make his debut in this particular match. So this is the projected starting lineup I have for Ghana's game against Switzerland. So yes, that is the build up to Ghana's game against Switzerland for today. Well, if you ask me where to watch this game, if you want to watch this game on TV, free to be on GTV, Max TV, Enjoy Prime will be showing, GH1 will be showing, a whole number of channels, Metro TV, and the likes will be showing. If you're outside Ghana, you can watch it on DSTV as well. You can also watch it on your Go TV, Showmax, if you downloaded your Showmax and all that. Well, that'll be it for this episode of Sports Updates Ghana. It was good coming your way. My name is Joseph Adamafio. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. Live stream of Ghana versus Switzerland is happening live here on Sports Update Ghana. Thanks for watching.